What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. We have a great episode for everyone today. The market was kind of all over the place, but in this video, we're going to explain what happened, what to watch for tomorrow, and some great setups to end the week. With that being said, let us know what stocks you are. Let us know what stocks you are watching in the comments down below. We'll probably cover them in tomorrow's video. But with that being said, Tom, let's get right into it.
Yeah, we actually have quite a bit of interesting information for tonight, but the big thing everybody should be looking at is honestly the CPI data that's coming out tomorrow. I actually have the calendar pulled up here on Market Watch. We can see that it's going to be coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to get the CPI index, the core inflation numbers, and then the year-over-year change on the CPI. So it's definitely going to be a pretty interesting day tomorrow. And it looks like the markets took a bit of a dip today in anticipation of this. The markets were mostly flat as the day went on, but then as we got to the end of the day, the market had a bit of a sell-off, and it seems like people are kind of, taking some profits up here heading into this event. So sometimes this happens heading into different stuff like the FOMC meetings and different stuff. But either way, the market's kind of selling off. And I really hope that the inflation numbers come in better than expected. I think that might help the markets obviously go back to the upside. And it looks like we're even selling off pretty rapidly here in after hours.
For sure. So the main thing to know is we have some important inflation data coming out before the market opens tomorrow. Like Tom said, we have some stocks selling off today. The market was down a decent amount, but some other stocks like Lucid and a couple other ones just got absolutely destroyed. We'll talk more about Lucid and those other ones later, but just know there is some profit taking going on right now. So obviously be on the lookout for tomorrow morning. And then Tom, I heard we have some interesting Metaverse news.
Yeah, they actually came out today, and apparently Facebook on Thursday announced that they're opening up Horizon Worlds, which is actually their virtual reality world of avatars. And apparently this is going to be available to anybody 18 and older in the United States and Canada, according to CNBC. And I want to pull up the article here really quick because we can actually see what the world is going to look like a little bit. And, I've seen some games like this, like IMVU and, different like games where you just chill out. And, I've seen some YouTubers play like different, virtual reality games, and it kind of looks like something like that. So it's very interesting to see this picture here to kind of see what it looks like. But it's just very interesting to hear that they're going to be launching this. And, they changed their name to Meta in October, and it's just going to be it's just very cool to finally see what it's going to look like, Mike. We've heard a lot about it, and at least we're going to get to see what the beginning stages are, and hopefully we can use it pretty soon.
True that. So that's good to know. I know there's just so much hype with basically NFTs, cryptocurrencies, Metaverse, all that type of stuff right now. So definitely interesting. And even Unity had some decent exposure, or has some decent exposure to the Metaverse. And we can see they're even tanking down pretty hard. But I don't think it's specific to Unity. I just think that, a lot of growth stocks have been struggling. And it was just like a red day for the market.
Yeah, it was. And we had these big chip stocks like AMD and NVIDIA, which have been powerhouses, kind of turn off to the downside. I'll be honest, AMD kind of looks like a bit of a dead cat bounce here, Mike. We had two, very small consolidation days to the upside. And man, today was a pretty big move down. And I really hope the market does not continue down tomorrow. But I'll be honest, it's not setting up too well right now to end the day. Even the SPY looks like it's kind of double topping up here.
True that. And then I also heard we have some interesting news with Ford. What's going on there?
Yeah, apparently Ford's CEO was talking with Jim Cramer on CNBC's Investing Club today, and he actually said in quotes that we are completely oversubscribed with our battery electric vehicles, Lightning especially, and that's going to be very interesting to hear. I know that the F-150 Lightning is supposed to be kind of contending with Rivian's truck and then also the Tesla truck, so hopefully they can get these kind of things straightened out in the short term, because Ford stock has been hovering right around $20 a share, and it sure has been on a pretty crazy uptrend. And if we see the market start to come down a little bit, I would not be surprised if Ford started to come down with this type of news.
No doubt. All right, crazy stuff there. There's just a lot of movement in the market overall, so definitely be on the lookout for those stocks. But let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. With the first one, we have AMD to the downside.
Yeah, AMD is getting close to some pretty big resistances. If they're able to fall below 137 even tomorrow, I would guess that they could fall possibly all the way to these lows of like 134.20 or possibly even lower.
All right, with the next one, we have Spotify also to the downside.
Yeah, go ahead and make them break below $230 even.
All right, and then with the last one, we have Lucid also to the downside.
Man, poor Lucid today. Go ahead and make them fall below 36. But Mike, that bot play was amazing.
Yeah, so we got to showcase the bot play really quickly. So let's pull it up on Discord. We can see we had Lucid 40 strike puts alerted when they were at $261 today, and they ran all the way up to $530 in a couple hours. If you guys trade options, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. The bot has been on fire. We can see it called out the Lucid puts when they were at $261 today, and they ran all the way up to $530, which is a 103% pop in a couple hours. Of course, not every single play is like this, but the bot has been on fire lately. Yesterday's play was with Peloton, and that popped for 152%. So you can cancel it anytime if you don't like it. And we have a coupon running. So if you want to try it out, if you trade options, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. The bot's doing great. And then let's shout out our member of the day really quickly, which is Outlaw Star. Huge shout out to Outlaw Star. Thank you so much for being, a great supporter of Stocked Up. Tom and I really appreciate it, and all of your comments on YouTube really help us out, and we're really grateful for that. So thank you so much, Outlaw. And let's get right into the comments from the previous video. With the first comment, we have Andrea saying, hi guys, thanks for all the work you do every day. Your passion and focus has helped many of us over these past few months. Well, thank you so much for that. And then they asked if we could cover Square and Starbucks. So absolutely. So looking at Square, they're down like 4% today. They'll probably be a solid company for the long term. For the short term, they look decent. If anything, I'd just grab shares though. It's not really like an options play for me.
Yeah, me either. And it looks like they might be kind of consolidating here right around the 185 support. So maybe we'll see a bit of a bounce here. I know we saw one a couple weeks ago on a Thursday. So definitely watch for that bounce at 185. If we fall below that, though, we might have a dip to the downside. Keep in mind we have that big inflation data coming out tomorrow, and that's probably going to play a pretty big role. And then Mike, Starbucks actually had a pretty good week this week, but it kind of fell off at the end of the day today, kind of like the SPY.
Yeah, I think Starbucks is going to be a good stock to have for like the next couple of months or so. They are a slow-moving value stock. They're not going anywhere. Whenever I go to Starbucks, it's always packed, but that's besides the point. But either way, they are in like a nice overall long-term uptrend. And like I said, they're just like a slow-moving stock. So I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe like selling some puts on them, maybe some shares, maybe a call debit spread, but it's just I don't know. I didn't make a move yet.
Yeah, and I really like it for the long term too. That place, like you said, it's always packed. People hype that place up, and I know people like to make some funny memes and stuff about it, but hey, they make a lot of money, and I think it's going to be a pretty good stock for the longer term as well.
All right, and then we have Sean with the next comment saying, great video, thanks for everything. I'm raking it in lately. There we go. And then he mentioned Redfin. So Redfin has been looking a little rough lately, but I really like them for the long term. A lot of growth stocks have been struggling, but that's just kind of how the market's been lately. But Redfin is on a pretty awesome long-term uptrend. Like I said, for the short term, it's been a little rough, but I do like it for the long term.
Yeah, like over the last couple of years, they're up quite a bit, but over the past year, they're down quite a bit. So it just depends on how you're looking at it. And, let's just say they start bouncing here around $40. If they start rising up to 50 or even higher, it'll look like a pretty good play again. And, all that we need is the growth sector to turn around. And I think Redfin will go up with a bunch of the other stocks as well.
Good stuff. So Tom, do you have any last minute stocks, options, or anything for tomorrow?
Man, a lot of stocks were down today. I will say be very careful tomorrow, guys. I know we have a lot of crazy stuff going on, especially with that CPI data. It looks like the SPY might be in a bit of a range here. If we start to fall off to the downside, definitely be careful. Don't get too scared, but at the same time, let's hope that the inflation data is coming in pretty good. In the end, it seems like lately we've been seeing some pretty crazy record-breaking numbers even and stuff like that. So hopefully the numbers come in better than expected and the market can get a boost back to the upside. We had a great week going until the end of the day today. So hopefully the numbers come in well for us.
Good stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you trade options, definitely check out the first link in the description and the comments down below. We have a coupon running. The bot has been on fire, like we already covered with Lucid today. It called out the puts at $261. It ran all the way up to $530 within a couple hours. Did an amazing job. Of course, not every single play pops or works like this, but it really has been on fire. Yesterday's play popped for 152%. So if you want to try it out, now's the time. We have a coupon running, and you can cancel it anytime. So definitely check it out. If you guys have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.